You could say that all of my videos are explainer videos, but this one is very different. This video is different from the previous ones because this time we're going to look at a cable company website, and I'm going to explain to you what's being said in the sales pitch they're giving to advertisers. And what's being said is an explanation of TV advertising in the age of audience measurement and addressable advertising. Okay, let's jump into this, but first, one quick definition. Linear TV, you're going to see that coming up. Linear TV is, to you and me and regular people, regular TV, as in you press the power button on your remote control and you're dropped into a program that's already airing or commercials that are already airing. That's linear TV, as opposed to on-demand or streaming or any other kind of TV experience someone might have. Linear TV is a lot harder to track and measure than just about any kind of digital TV, including the video you're watching right now. For what you're watching right now, 99% of the time you logged in. So the company that's showing you the video and maybe keeping track of how much of it did you watch, did you stop and start, did you watch it more than once, did you skip by altogether, they know that metadata around the video experience, and they know who you are, and they can marry that together pretty easily. With linear TV, it's just a set-top box, and the cable company or satellite company, no one knows exactly who's in front of the TV using that remote control. So there's some software gymnastics that have to take place to get an approximation of, at least at the set-top box level or the household level, who's watching that, who's watching the TV programs and what they're doing. Here's the website. It's aimed at advertisers to explain what's possible today, especially with linear TV from this company, which is also known as Charter. And the first thing we see is that it's only a year old. Here they're saying they serve about 100 markets. A market is basically a metro area, or if a metro area is very large, it might be split into more than one market. Here they're talking about data from 16 million set-top boxes. Now, what kind of data would you get from a set-top box? There's no personal data on it, but it knows, for example, what channel it's on, when it was turned on and turned off, and when you change the channel, and what channel you changed to. This data is fine, but not very useful by itself, so it's combined with data from partners, stuff like income level, education level, number of people in a household, and other stuff. This reference to near real time means the data is collected basically continuously from the set-top box and fed into the other data sets. In the next part, reach and impressions means how many set-top boxes were tuned to that channel during that ad. And here's the main reason for all this advanced capability. There's an old saying that I know half my money in advertising is wasted, but I don't know which half. No matter how much you're paying for advertising, you don't want to waste money, and advertising to people who are never going to buy from you is a waste. Doesn't matter if that advertising is local or national. And that leads us to addressable advertising, showing ads to the people most likely to buy and only to those people. Digital today, because it's always easier to track digital video, and linear soon, which is the real prize here. And finally, the last part, showing that they can inject ads into the video stream dynamically for live and on-demand video. One thing that means is you don't really need to plan very far ahead and, say, pick specific shows that might not even exist a few months from now. This is much closer to a real-time business than it used to be. So that's it. The TV world is moving forward to a real-time ad engine that adapts and makes choices about which ad to insert into which video feed based on lots of different factors listed above, and all of which are tracked in near real time. Over the past few videos, I've pointed out some of the factors driving decisions in the cable TV world. I won't go over them again, but here are two more facts that I recently learned that help put this need to make TV ads even more targeted and attractive to advertisers into perspective. First, 70% of the Emmy-nominated comedies and dramas last year were not on ad-supported TV. In other words, ad-supported TV is not where most of us go to watch really good shows. And second, half of Americans aged 22 to 45 watched 0 hours of cable TV last year, and half of US households have Netflix. One more thing about TV advertising that wasn't mentioned in the webpage. TV is brand safe. Nothing objectionable is going to show on TV right before or right after your ad. YouTube has a problem with this all the time. You get conspiracy videos and hate videos, and then a Pampers ad runs under it. That's a no-no. That would never happen on TV. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking. I'm Dean. I talk about cable. Have a good day.